proud of the effort today, considering, I suppose, inexperience and undermanned nature of the side?
Yeah, we got hit, but I was absolutely wrapped with the effort and the urgency, and I was really proud of the guys. I thought to give ourselves a really good chance to win today under the circumstances was terrific, and we learned a lot about a lot of players, and it's all positive.
You just ran out of legs a bit in that last quarter?
Yeah, I mean, we got our midfield was just out on their feet, and that was reflected in the stoppage numbers. I think 16-1 the stoppages, so that put our defence under enormous pressure, and particularly young defence that I thought held up really well throughout the game. So yeah, I was really pleased with the effort, but still really disappointed to lose, because I thought it could have been just a massive moment in the foundation that our club's building to get reward for the effort the boys put in today. So yeah, it was disappointing because we thought we gave ourselves a chance to win, and we had our opportunities to win it. And you look back and think, gee, we made some pretty simple skill errors which cost us goals, but when you're trying to attack and you're trying to win the game, you're going to make mistakes.
There were chunks of time there where you basically locked it in your forward half. I mean, particularly like at half-time you led by 2 points. Should you have been further in front? Was that like a missed opportunity in some way?
No, in a way. I mean, I think the game is about giving yourself the opportunity, and that's probably reflected in young Nick Larkey's game. He's not going to look back at the stat sheet too fondly, but I thought that he played a pivotal role in Ben Brown being a dominant player on the ground, and he's a player who creates opportunity. He didn't necessarily take them today, but it was a bit reflective of our team. We gave ourselves opportunity, but we didn't quite have the polish to finish it at times, and we lacked the polish up the other end, which gave them some simple goals. But I mean, I think if that's the foundation of effort and urgency, we're in a pretty good place.
And on Brown, I mean, he obviously beat a pretty handy player in Hurley who hasn't been beaten too many times this year. What do you say about his performance?
Yeah, I thought he was fantastic. It's a pretty good, I think, mark of respect when Hurley was moved on to him, because he was pretty dominant before that as well. So yeah, he's in really good form. He's just a really smart player, and he's got great attributes, and we're looking to give him a bit of help, and I think Nick Larkey certainly showed me today that he'll be a player for us in the future. And that might sound strange when people look back at the stats, but football is too stats driven at times. You look at players who create opportunities for others and don't get recognition for it, and I thought that was a feature in Larkey's game today.
Braz, it was an opportunity for Majak Daw to step up, obviously with no Todd Goldstein there, and he showed some glimpses and did some good tap work, but he didn't really, I don't think, have a strong game and impose himself on the game. Would you agree with that, or is that harsh?
No, I think he's up against an experienced ruckman in Bell Chambers, and I think Majak showed some real signs at times, but I think it was pretty obvious that I was disappointed with a few of Majak's efforts. But you know, he's still learning the game. The challenge for him is still the technical nature of the game, because it's a bit incongruous that the strongest man ever to play the game at AFL level is getting pushed out of the way. So that is a technical thing. It's not a physical strength thing. And Madge and I had a bit of a laugh about it after the game, in terms of, you know, just the ability to utilise his strength. And we've got to keep working on that. And we're right with him. We're going to keep working with him on that and supporting him through. But yeah, I thought he showed glimpses without sort of grabbing that mantle and saying, you have to play me, irrespective of who's available next week. You have to play me first ruck. So we're still going to have a decision to make next week.
Is Proust likely to be available?
Reluctant to say yes, because I don't know.
Sure.
Where's that leave Todd Goldstein?
Oh, he's got an opportunity tomorrow to reassert himself as a dominant ruckman in the competition. So, he's been plodding along a little bit, Goldie. He hasn't been as bad as a lot of people probably make out he's been, but he certainly hasn't been at the level that we want him to be and that he wants to be. So, you know, we'll support him and keep coaching him. But, you know, I really felt that, you know, the match committee have made decisions, but ultimately I really felt that we needed to be a bit more decisive with the move there, because we persisted and supported him for a long time. And sometimes when you exhaust all options, you need to send them back to the VFL to see if you can get a response. So, you know, I'm confident the calibre and the character of Goldie that we will, but that largely will be up to him.
Just back on Majak, did you feel he responded in that last quarter to what you were asking him to do?
Yeah, he was certainly better, but like the whole team, he showed signs of fatigue late, and that's probably a function of having such a massive crack in the first 3 quarters. So he probably, like we, petered out a little bit late in the game.
Can you just explain what happened with Robbie Tarrant pre-game?
Yeah, he's had, going way back, like years back, he's had a bit of a history of back spasms, and he just felt tight in the back, but he thought he'd be okay. So we warmed him up, and he actually said to me, "No, I'd be fine if it didn't get any worse and I don't get any contact." I said, "Well, that's going to be pretty hard then to play you." So, yeah, we unfortunately had to take him out, which we thought would really expose our inexperienced defence, but I thought for the large part they held up really well.
So you expect him to play next week?
In his words, if the game was 12 hours later, I would have been right.
You would have set him for Danaher?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But, I mean, the way the defence works these days, it sort of rotates around a little bit. But, yeah, he would have been the main man, and it would have been easier to give Dan Nielsen a bit of help with hooker as well at times. But I thought Dan Nielsen was terrific today. I thought he got beaten in a few one-on-ones, which you'll learn from. And when a third gamer playing key defence gets beaten in a one-on-one by a really experienced player, it's sort of, you've got to live with that and coach it. But I think he'll learn a lot from today. Thanks.
Thank you.